So, is Perry, Georgia a good place to live? Are you thinking about moving to Perry, Georgia? Or have you just heard some rumors and want to know if the real story is? Well, in this video, we're going to talk all about Perry, its history, housing, everyday perks, and a little bit of the cautionary stuff too. Hi guys, I'm Chris, your real estate problem solver. I've been in real estate for 20 years as an investor and as an agent, so I practice what I preach. So if you have any questions about the Perry or the Middle Georgia real estate market, make sure to reach out to me. My information is in the description below. And if you like this video, make sure to check out the entire playlist so you get all the information about Perry that you can before you make a decision for you and your family. Now let's get into living in Perry, Georgia. So, like any small town, Perry started in the early 1800s as a farming community of grist mills, lumber mills, and cotton gins. Now, if you're not sure what a grist mill is, just imagine an old building taking grain and grinding it into flour. Kind of like the concept of farm to table, only no Instagram reels. Now, fast forward to now, and Perry's turned into quite a unique blend of historical charm with modern conveniences. Now currently, Perry is home to 26,000 people. Perry's sitting right on I-75, so it makes for a good midpoint between Atlanta and the Florida-Georgia line. See what I did there? That's why they affectionately refer to Perry as where Georgia comes together. It's great for folks who want the small town feel, but still need quick access to the highways and byways of Georgia. In 2014, Randall Walker was elected as mayor, and a lot of things changed. As a recently retired asset of the Chevron Corporation, Walker brought in his business mind and his multicultural industry experience from Chevron and used that, with the help of a lot of the local investors, to revitalize downtown Perry and make it what it is today. They implemented new cleanup ordinances. They put in incentives to help the business owners revitalize and give their buildings a facelift. Think of it as an extreme makeover, but they did it citywide. So what is downtown Perry like now? Well, it's not just old buildings and highways. With the help of the Perry Chamber of Commerce and the new organization called Visit Perry, the new revitalized historic downtown Perry has been just that, revitalized with a new community spirit and a full calendar of events. For example, the new buzzard drop that they've implemented, which is the redneck version of Times Square's New Year's Eve party, which is full of vendors, music, dancing, when they bring this buzzard and they drop it just like the apple in New York. Next, they also have Food Truck Friday. Now, this isn't an every Friday thing. They're still working on getting it on the calendar on a regular basis. But as it stands right now, they have 26 trucks from all over Georgia that come in and share their cuisines with all of Perry. They've even got live music and entertainment, and once in a while the local classic cars club comes in and adds a little bit of nostalgia to the mix. One of the Perry's big draws is the Perry International Festival, which has become extremely popular. Now this includes 30 different cultures from all over the world coming together, demonstrating dancing, demonstrating cultures, demonstrating different kinds of cuisine, and even an international market. So if you've ever thought about another culture and what it's like, this would be the time to come to Perry and find out. Now later in the season, around October, they also have Art in the Park, where the local artists come out and display their wares in Heritage Park. And then there's live music, and it's just a great time to get together and hang out with art, music, and sit around and have a good food on the grassy knoll. And then don't forget Halloween, where everybody comes together in downtown Perry for sweets and treats, which is kind of a trunk or treat, but it's more citywide. So downtown Perry has really turned into a Hallmark movie without the predictable plot twist. Now, while Perry's mission is to maintain the integrity of historic downtown Perry, they are also heavily invested in expanding the modern conveniences on the outskirts, especially around I-75 and the 341 bypass. Now, some of the new projects that are coming in are Jack Link's Jerky. Yeah, of course, we're going to have a jerky warehouse in the middle of redneck territory. Imagine that. Next one would be Sandler's Textiles. Now, this building is about halfway done at the time of this video, so they'll be opening up soon. And then also, we have Sigma Defense, which is a software company that does military contracts. Now, there is one little secret that not many people know about. Perry is pushing and promoting for IT professionals and medical professionals to come to Perry. So if you're in IT or in the medical industry, you might want to reach out to the city of Perry and find out if they've got any promotional incentives to set up shop in Perry. And don't worry, Perry's already promised that they're going to keep the integrity of historical Perry separate from modern Perry. Now, of course, I'm the real estate problem solver, so I can't sit here and have a video without talking about real estate, right? And of course, you can't live in Perry without buying a house. So I've got the full rundown for you. Now, of course, historical Perry is full of the historical houses from the 1890s up to a little bit later. Anything from the simple farmhouses all the way up to the extravagant manors. And most of these houses have already been rehabbed and updated, so you don't have to worry about that part. Next, a little further out, we've got the houses from the 80s and the 90s. Most of these are brick ranch styles and large split level houses, which was, common for that time frame. Now, of course, every city expands out, or in Perry's case, it expanded north and east, while Warner Robins was expanding south and west, trying to meet him in the middle, and which came around 341 bypass and I-75. So in these areas is where you're going to find a lot of the new construction houses that have become really popular. One example is Abington Mill. Now, these are 13 to 1700 square foot houses in Abington Mill. They're typically 3 to 4 bedroom, 2 bath, and these houses have vinyl siding exteriors. And at the time of this video, the price point for this neighborhood is running about $250,000 to $350,000. Now, this area is a great area for first-time home buyers looking for a manageable home with a welcoming vibe. Now, right across the street would be Tiffany South. Now, this is a brick exterior neighborhood, mostly 3 and 4 bedroom houses, single story, running between 1,800 to 2,100 square feet. Now, most of these are currently running between $300,000 to $350,000. Now, this neighborhood was established in an old pecan field. Yes, I said pecan. So, you've got the history of Perry growing roots right in your own backyard. No pun intended. Another area a little closer to town would be Sugarloaf subdivision. Now, these are mostly single-story brick houses, 3 bed, 2 bath, between 13 to 1,600 square feet. And these are running between $250,000 to $270,000 right now. And next, and one of my favorites because it's so diverse, is Legacy Park. Now, this isn't one that has the same floor plans or the same 2 or 3 floor plans. There's a lot of different floor plans and a lot of different variety in Legacy Park. You've got some vinyl siding, they've got stucco, and they've got brick. 1 story, 2 story, and they're ranging between 2,000 to 3,000 square foot houses. Now, at the time of this video, these houses in this neighborhood have been running between $300,000 to $400,000. And then last but not least, Langston Place. Now, Langston is a single entrance and exit, so it gives a little bit more security than not having a lot of pass-through traffic. But this area has got 3 to 5 bedroom, 2-story houses with vinyl exteriors. They run between 2,300 to 2,700 square feet, and the current price points are between $300,000 to $350,000. And it's just right around the corner from I-75. If you've got a lot of commuting to do, this one would be the one to look at. So Perry really does have a real estate buffet. You just have to decide which flavor you want to pick. So once you move into Perry, you're going to have to find things to do to keep the kids occupied. And that's what this video right here is all about. Things to do in Perry for you and for the kids. And if you decide you need help buying or selling a house in Perry, make sure to reach out to me. My information is in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video.